Hi there, Marge here from Rose Grows in Harlem. We got a bunch of rain, so I'm gonna check the buckets that I turned over to see if we captured anything. Alright, let's see if we got any kind of rain capture. I think we should have because we do have some here. But let's see. Here are the blueberries. Nice and wet. And Charles is definitely running around. Very minimal. It's hardly any rain at all. Now, I think what I might end up doing, let's check the other one. Just a little bit of rain. Now, what I had set up last time was this rain catchment here, right over there. I had that running right into the bucket, so I think I may do that again. Wow. Okay. Look at this. Someone was in here messing with my flowers. They took the whole thing out. And look, they stepped on that thing and bent it. What the heck was going on in here? They digged in there. They digged in there. They pushed this one over. This was on. This is not. Look at this. Look at this. Chipmunks, raccoons. Holy crap. Someone was definitely digging in there. Wow. Wow. They didn't like the edamame. They didn't like the edamame. Look at this. Wow, they just tore it up. All right, well, let me get that back in here before that dies, if that's not already damaged. Oh, I don't have my tripod out here, but who the heck was in here? That is not your normal cat behavior. That must have been a raccoon or, oh my gosh. I don't even know if my beans are still here. Oh my goodness. Wow, guys. Wow. All right, well, I did have beans growing here before, but now it doesn't smell like poop or anything, so I don't think it was the cats. But there was definitely somebody in here trying to take my stuff. Look what they did. Look what they did. They dug down deep. What the heck? I'm gonna have to put up fencing or something. And there sounds like there's something in there because there is movement. I keep hearing. I don't know if that's the, oh my goodness. All right. I know I put seeds in here, but I might have to get starts. I can't believe I didn't even look at that. Okay, so look at how fast these beans start. That was the bean that I just planted that a few days ago. So I think they might have been looking for beans, but I don't know. I don't know. We will put that in there. Do I have another one starting up over here? I mean, I might just put in a few beans if that's the case. That was a leftover edamame bean. I cannot believe that. Holy cow. All right. So I might have to put more beans in here and just just fence off this whole area. That's crazy. This one is okay. This one is untouched so far. That is crazy. Oh, I wonder if somebody was in here and then they had to get out. Oh, look! Look, there's the other bean that they dug out. Where were you? Were you in that one or this one? Let's put you... Let's see. Are there any beans here? All right, I'll put you in here. Put you right there. Okay. Wow. Those little critters. That's crazy. And I was just out here looking for... I'm gonna have to put like a lock or something on there. My goodness. Something heavier. Let's look at this one. This one is also not touched, which is good. And I'll just fix this dent because it's not really, it's just superficial. It's not, they just sat on it or something. Wow. Okay, well, I will have to come out here every day and check on these then. I mean, not like I shouldn't be doing it anyway. Interesting, very interesting. But those beans came up right away, which is great. And I could probably throw a whole bunch of them in there. But my next plan is to clean up all of these weeds because I have returning, oh, look at these fake strawberries. These are not edible, but they are like weeds here. And, but I have to clean all these weeds here and all along there. And I have to clean up my tomato trellises. I mean, look at this weed. That just has gone insane. All the way up. Clean up all the stuff there. This bed, you see my my oregano is coming up. These things are weeds. They look like string beans. And then they get black like this. They get these black pods. And then out of nowhere, they'll just snap open and spread their seeds. So I have to clean that bed of this. The rest of this is normally my basil. So we'll see. I'm gonna possibly plant the basil with the tomatoes if I get those in, so we'll see about that. And these over here are the beds that were pooped in. So for this season, I believe I will, I think I'm just gonna, because these are walking onions and these come like, I can get a lot of them in a small space. So I think what I will do is I will pull everything up. I will cover it with some black tarp or some black garbage bags or something. And, or maybe even just, whatchamacallit, cardboard. And I will probably just let that sit for a whole season because I can't use that dirt in there, not until I get it tested somehow. And that is my compost heap, which unfortunately is also part of the unfortunate demise because of raccoon poop. So I was thinking of maybe putting some, what do they call it, hummingbird mix or something in there, and just using that as a pollinator garden. I might do that to this too, just nothing that we'll eat. But we'll see. And that's why you check on your plants every day. I had no idea something was digging in there. It could be raccoons, it could be cats, it could be, we have skinks and lizards of some kind. They're very cute, they're very small. I think I said hi to them in another one because it joined me on my adventure of repotting my blueberries. But yeah, chipmunks, birds, all types of things. So who knows what got in there, but part of doing the permaculture thing is sharing your space with the crazy critters. So, but that's just the beginning here. I'll probably add on some weeding and just get some work done in the garden this weekend. And I will post that up later. Okay, so it is April 26th, I believe, on a Saturday. And I want to get to those weeds over there. I don't want them there anymore. They're annoying. And there is nothing more satisfying than cutting down weeds and watching them wither away. It nourishes the soil and it just clears the space for the plants that I did plant there to come back up again while feeding them. So I'm happy about that. I have the beds here along the fence. Not sure if I'm going to get to those today. We're going to start with weeding, see how I feel, see how much the mosquitoes come out and eat me up, and we'll see how that goes. I'll have to bring you then, but these with the furry leaves, that's what I'm actually growing here. But the dock has taken over everything else. Oh, that feels so much better. I left the dandelions though, because dandelions are always helpful. But hopefully, getting rid of all the other stuff will allow the other flowers to come up. These silly fake strawberries. Okay. That looks so much better. I think it took less than 5 minutes. Next I want to get to are those things on the side of the house. Okay, that's done. Oh my god, that is so much better. Okay, so that didn't take too much time. It looks like crap now, but basically it's going to look amazing tomorrow and the next day and the next day, because all that stuff is going to shrink down, it's going to wither away, and it's going to become dust. And I already have some of the other plants. I have echinacea and other cone flowers that I got on sale for like $3, I think, at Kroger. It looked like it was gonna die. I got them, I planted them, and then the next year I just had, like by June, I have an incredible array of oranges and yellows in this, and it's right outside of one of my windows. When I look out the window, it's a beautiful color array, and that with these flowers over here, it's just, oh, it's magnificent. So that is a quick and easy check-in on the water containers to see how much rain was captured. It was the surprise um, digging up of my edamame, and I guess they were looking for beans, whatever animal that was. I might put one of my trail cams out here to try to catch whoever is doing that, and then just doing some quick weeding. Yeah, and I'll probably be out tomorrow. I have some cardboard and other things, because next what I want to do is clean up these 3 beds on the side. And I don't know what I want to plant there just yet, but I do want to just, it's really easy. I can either, with my gloves, I can just pull it out, or with my, I don't even know what it's called, the, the weeder and hoe that like one side is flat, the other side is like a tong. Um, I will just clear out the top level and cover it with cardboard. This way I can check out the seeds, see what has a pretty short germination rate, because we're not gonna, I don't think we're gonna go below the 40s anymore. So it's definitely, I mean, it's almost May. So we should be good to sow directly outside. I will have some seeds indoors just in case anything fails, and who knows, maybe I will finally get my watermelons to go. When I can get them bigger than the size of my fist, maybe I will do watermelon wars, but I'm nowhere near there yet. But thank you for coming along on this weekend. Um, uh, check out my other videos that shows how I set these up. I may put that in the description box. And yeah, basically, oh, I did have one other thing. Not sure if I want to take out the bottoms. These are rectangular grow bags, and I put them up here so that I can have a little bit of a raised bed, so it's not just directly in the soil, because all the water runs down from the driveway and then it just leaks out into the neighbor's yard. So I put these grow beds here. The fabric so far has been great. It really absorbs any of the water that comes in. It retains water really well. I had an Oya 3 per bag, and that seemed to be way too much water because I was growing mushrooms and all types of things, and they were pretty funky mushrooms. But if I do want the plants to get the benefit of the nutrients that are in the clay, I was thinking about emptying them out, just shoveling it out, and then cutting the bottom, not the not where the seams are, because I want it to keep its structure. But if I just cut the bottom out so that the roots can get really down into the soil, I think I'm going to have better yields, because when I have planted stuff directly in the ground, it has done great. I've done snapdragons, I've done potatoes, I've done garlic, all these other things before I started filming. And the soil is rich. There are a lot of minerals that are under here, so I just want to keep feeding it. I have some, I think it's salvia and other things here. But once I'll set you up over there so that you can see it this way, and then I'll show you each bed, and I'll show you how I cut out that little oval or rectangle or what have you to let the roots get down in there. And yeah, we'll see. For all I know, the grow bags could have disintegrated down there, and I might just have to rip it open. Who knows? But thanks again for joining, and I will see you in the next video. Later.